My best friend died suddenly. When I cleaned up his apartment, I found a box with my name on it that changed everything I knew about him. I never thought I'd be packing up Jake's life at 29. We'd been best friends since freshman year of college. 11 years of friendship ended by an undiagnosed heart condition that took him in his sleep. No goodbye, just a phone call from his mom at 6 a.m. that shattered my world. 3 weeks after the funeral, his parents asked if I would clear out his apartment. They lived across the country and couldn't bear to sort through their only child's belongings. You knew him best, his mother said, her voice breaking. You'll know what he'd want kept or donated. Walking into Jake's apartment with an empty cardboard box and a roll of trash bags felt surreal. His coffee mug was still in the sink, his laptop still charging on the couch. A half-read book splayed open on his nightstand, page 162, where his life had unexpectedly paused. I started with the obvious stuff: clothes to donate, perishable food to toss, plants I'd adopt. It was methodical work that kept me from completely falling apart. Then I opened his closet and saw a shoebox on the top shelf with my name written on it in Jake's messy handwriting. My hands trembled as I pulled it down. Jake and I told each other everything, or so I thought. What could he possibly have kept from me that needed to be revealed after his death? Inside the box was a flash drive, a small velvet pouch, and a sealed envelope. I opened the envelope first. Alex, if you are reading this, something happened to me. Humphrey, I am 90 and died peacefully in my sleep, but knowing my luck, probably not. There are things I never had the courage to tell you while I was alive. The flash drive explains everything. The ring was my grandmother. She always said to give it to the love of my life. It belongs with you now, whether you want it or not. I am sorry for being a coward. I hope this doesn't change how you remembered me. Purnt Jake. The velvet pouch contained a vintage emerald ring, my birthstone. I stared at it, confused as the weight of realization slowly descended with shaking hands. I plugged the flash drive into his laptop. It contained a single folder labeled for Alex with dozens of letters, one dated for each birthday of mine since we'd met. I opened the first one. Alex, today you turned 19. You probably don't remember, but you fell asleep on my shoulder during our movie marathon. I realized then that I was in love with you. I'll probably tell you tomorrow. Heart Jake, but he never did. I opened another from 3 years later. Alex, 22 today. You introduced me to your new boyfriend. He seems nice. I smiled and shook his hand while my heart shattered. Still can't find the words to tell you how I feel. Maybe next year. Paired Jake. Letter after letter documented our friendship through his eyes, a parallel timeline where Jake had silently loved me for 11 years, while I remained completely oblivious. Photos I'd never seen, ticket stubs from concerts we attended, a napkin with notes from when I drunkenly rambled about my 5-year plan. The final letter was dated just 2 weeks before he died. Alex, I almost told you tonight. We were on your balcony talking about your breakup and you said, at least I have you, the one constant in my life. I opened my mouth to finally say it, but then you continued with, you are the best friend anyone could ask for. Friend, eyes, just a friend. I've decided to tell you anyway. This weekend, no more waiting, life's too short, right? Purnt Jake. That weekend never came. Instead of a confession, I got a funeral. I sat on his floor surrounded by 11 years of unspoken love, crying until I had nothing left. All those years, all those chances, both of us thinking we had all the time in the world. I wear his grandmother's ring on a chain around my neck now, not because I suddenly realized I had secretly loved him too. That would be a lie. I wear it because it reminds me that life is unbearably short and words left unsaid don't get second chances. Jake's box taught me the most important lesson too late. The most dangerous words in any language are the ones we're too afraid to say.